good day. Oh, fuck. Gaming. It's been something that I've been doing for as long as I can remember. From playing New Super Mario Bros. On my DS, to watching YouTubers like Markiplier and Twitch streamers like Family Jewels, speedrunning Outlast and making my own YouTube videos for the past 3 years. Every step of the way, video games have been a huge part of my life. And today, we're gonna be going down a rabbit hole. This thing goes deep, like 5 layers deep. It's crazy. So let's dive into the 5 different types of gamers. Enjoy. First, we're going to be looking at what I like to call the casual gamers. And the best place to start is going back to 2006, to the release of the Wii. During this time, the gaming landscape was just reaching its vast potential, with online gaming becoming a thing. But while Sony and Microsoft had just finished working on their PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 respectively, which were mainly directed towards fans of the previous consoles, Nintendo decided to go in a completely different direction. They decided to target their console to the casual gamers, which ended up being an amazing move. For Nintendo fans, there were still great games to be found, like Super Mario Galaxy, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, and Metroid Prime. But they also had games that could be played by anyone, including that granddad that has never even touched a controller in his life. Games like Wii Sports, Wii Sports Resort, and Wii Play were extremely easy to learn and could be played by basically anyone. And the controller was really genius too. Navigating menus with a controller might be too hard for some people to wrap their head around, but with the Wii controller, it's easy. Just point the little controller to the TV and you'll be able to use it as any old TV remote. And did I mention motion controls? By shaking the Wii remote, you can do things inside of the video game. Wow, technology has come so far. The Wii changed up the game so rapidly that other companies try to capitalize on it, like Microsoft, who made the Kinect, which sucked. And yes, I have a bias for Nintendo, and I'm super fucking excited for the Mario movie. Have you seen this shit? Now, going back to present day, we have VR headsets. And while these things are a lot more complicated, it's also still extremely simple. All you do is put on a headset and look around at stuff. Wait, one of the best ways to show people how immersive VR is to scare the shit out of them. Like Richie's Plank Experience. This is a game where you stand on an elevator and walk on a plank. The sheer sight of this has already scared people half to death. This is usually the first game I let people try when they play VR. Man, is it fun to traumatize people, or is it just me? It's just me, isn't it? Alright, now that we're done with the casual gamers, let's move on to... Now we're moving on to the category that I fall in, the gaming YouTubers. Now let me say this, I'm not a YouTuber in the slightest. I just make videos whenever I feel like it. But I know several examples. Markiplier, this guy screams at video games. It's funny. Scott the Waz, he makes videos about stupid Nintendo games, and sometimes makes feature films which is freaking amazing. Doug, he plays games in very stupid ways, and it's hilarious. Octoboy, he makes mainly Splatoon content, but his editing is really good and sometimes even inspiring. GoMotion, she makes mainly FNAF videos, but she also has really good editing. Good job. Nick Robinson, he makes video game documentaries about the most obscure things, like Pappy Van Poodle and Phantom Dust. And then there's me. I'm just here. I make videos about games I like. I think it's fun. Usually my friends are here too. Thanks for watching my videos. Alright, next up is... There's a world where I can go to. Now we're moving on to Twitch streamers. These are people that live stream themselves on the platform known as Twitch.tv. Anything can happen on Twitch, from gaming to speedrunning to bathtub streams. While I personally don't tend to watch live streams, I understand why people watch Twitch streams. Plus, some people even post their streams on their YouTube channels, which is great. Personally, I like streaming every now and then, but I don't really use Twitch for anything else besides that. But I definitely do understand why Twitch is such a successful website.
Woke up today, my mind a whirl from head to toe with endless feeling.
This is by far the most interesting category in this list, at least for me. Speedrunning is what people call beating a game extremely fast, while freebasing not. I love speedrunning and have even speedrun some games myself. Outlast, Stray, Hot Lava, A Hat in Time, Celeste, Night in the Woods. These are all games I can, or at least have attempted to speedrun. It all started when the original Doom came out on PCs back in the 1990s. This game featured an in-game timer at the end of each level, and a time milestone set by the developers. This convinced people to try and beat that milestone. This also happened with the next ID Software game, Quake. A video called Quake Done Quick was released, wherein a splice speedrun of the game was showcased to show the techniques that were used in a run. A splice speedrun or segmented speedrun is what happens when someone cuts up a speedrun to try and make it look real. Some people try to use this to cheat, while others use it to showcase techniques that are very hard to do consistently. In 2010, a couple of people decided to do something that's now known as Games Done Quick. This is a speedrunning marathon where people come off to show their skills and just have a fun time. There are a lot of speedrunners and speedrunning content creators, and here are a few examples. Carl Jobst, Easy Speezy, Astral Spiff, Pan and Coke 12, otherwise known as Panin, Valixless, M Sushi, Cheese, Jules Conroy, Summoning Salt, Speedrun Fails. It's a lot, I know, but all of these people are incredibly passionate. They sink hundreds, maybe even thousands of hours in games just to get a better time. And I have so much respect for every single person who's ever even attempted a speedrun, because it's not as easy as you think it is. Now we'll move on to the final chapter. It's time for...
Here we are, on earth together.
This is the final category, and the one that I know is at least somewhat accepted by regular society. This is also the category that I know the least about, but I still had to include it, since this wouldn't be a very good video if I just left out the most well-known part of competitive gaming. Forgive me if I get a bunch of things wrong, but this is just my own understanding of esports. Esports are basically video game competitions, where a bunch of people that play games a lot compete against other people who also play games a lot. There's a large variety of games that is played at these events. Games like Super Smash Bros., usually Melee or Ultimate, Street Fighter, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Overwatch, League of Legends. All of these games are extremely competitive. I mean, just look at the type of shit that happens at these events. It's fucking crazy.
I can't believe... Somebody call Shine right now. Call Shine because I don't know who this is.
I can't believe what Shine just... He broke...
He broke the headphones? He broke Mad Cats! Mad Cats! Get out here!
But all things aside, I personally don't really watch esports at all. But I still wanted to include it, since it is still a part of the video game community. Now let's move on to mine. Now we've looked over all the types of gamers that exist in the world. Now there's no doubt that I missed a bunch of things. I'm only one guy, and I usually don't make videos like this. But if you find this type of stuff interesting, then maybe I'll make more of this type of stuff sometime. But anyways, thanks for watching, and goodbye.
Even when the sun refused to shine.